What up? Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like and subscribe and share, comment. Alright, so on the eve of the playoffs, of course the regular season is over with. I think he's the first, well, he might be the first casualty. Mike Budenholdzer gets the axe from the Phoenix Suns. And at least this was at the end of the season. These coaches getting changed out, recycled, or whatever. It's just the way of the league now. But I mean, it's kind of like highlighting the statement that Isaiah Thomas made a couple of days ago when they was talking about LeBron coming out with his shirt off or whatever. He was saying like coaches need to wear suits again. And you know what, I've been thinking that. I've thought that for a while, because throughout NBA history, up until like a couple of years ago, was the COVID thing. Was it the pandemic thing that made them switch up to casual gear? But coaches used to be in suits. They used to be like, you could almost kind of like tell what kind of coach they was from what kind of suit they wore. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pat Riley was the Don back then, and he was at the top of the line of the suit game. And Chuck Daly, and I remember when Mike Fratello, before he went out in Atlanta, he tried to switch it up because he was wearing it looked like them cheap suits, but then he switched up, then he slicked his hair back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, coaches used to have some style, but now they're just like, a regular guy. You can change out anytime, any place, apparently now. But what does this mean for the Phoenix Suns? Is Phoenix Suns finna make some moves? Or are they gonna try to put another coach in there to try to reel this stuff in? Because it ain't nothing but a big old mess in Phoenix. You got an Asian superstar in Durant, whose value is dependent on what type of team he goes to. Because it wouldn't really make sense for him to go to a team that's like just treading water or just happy to be there. He needs to go to a team that's looking to compete. So, I mean, if they trade Durant, depending on where he goes, I mean, it's gonna be a big indicator of what Phoenix is really doing. They trying to just unload people, or they trying to, get some more picks back. Cause I think they don't have no picks till 2031, somewhere like that. And they got Bradley Beal, now him, I don't think it really matters where you send him, because he wants what he wants. He don't care about, it seems like his priorities aren't with winning. So, I mean, it really don't matter where you send him as long as you get good compensation. And then you got Devin Booker. I'm not too much. I mean, you know what? I actually liked Devin Booker for a little bit until I just started really paying attention to what type of player he was, the game he got. Like, everybody was riding him when he scored 70 something in Boston. So he was supposed to be the next Kobe and stuff. It didn't quite work out like that. So I mean, are you gonna keep him? I mean, I honestly think that you might need to clear the whole deck so you can get something good, some picks in the late 2020s, not till 2030. But this whole thing about coaches is kind of, I mean, it's just an indicator of what type of league it is now. Because I don't know if people remember when Shaq was in Miami, right? And he wanted, at that time, they had Stan Van Gundy as the coach. And Shaq was poo-pooing him, and he was, low-key, he was disrespecting him. So he went up there and, badgered Pat Riley into coaching the team. That's how they won that last title. I mean, that title with Shaq. But if, like Shaq would, when he was explaining it, he was talking about how, he feels better with a coach that knows what they're doing. But just imagine if Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan felt that same way. Both of those coaches, Phil Jackson, Pat Riley. Pat Riley was doing video editing, and he was helping Chick Hearn with the broadcast for the Lakers. And Phil Jackson was coaching in the CBA, Mexican League. His style was quite different from back then. He wasn't corporate ready. So if Jordan or Magic would have had the same mentality that Shaq would have had, them two coaches wouldn't be known as the coaches that they are. And they two are the top coaches in the NBA of all time. So the coach thing has really become like a scapegoat position before you really get down to the players. Because they're going to say that the coach didn't do this, didn't do that, but then the coaches don't have the same power that they used to have. It's some coaches used to run their whole organization. But now, you come in there, say you are a top player, and some pretty good players around that superstar, you expected to win. But they don't include in that, what if the superstar is, if he ain't the hardest worker on the team? Because that's the thing that really helps a lot of coaches out, especially the first year coaches and all that. If they have if their top player is their one of the better defenders, and he's a hustler and he sets the tone for the team, your job is basically pretty much done. It's 80% done. The rest of it is you got to manage the rest of the personalities on the team and do stuff like that. If you got you a player that's let's say temperamental, we'll put it that way, then you might have a little bit more struggle. And Budenholdzer, he won his one title with Giannis, and that's the formula right there. Giannis at that time, he was he had the highest motor on Milwaukee. So I mean, like, Budenholdzer, that's how Milwaukee won the title. They changed the dynamic. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, these coaches, they basically just like, what's that word? Not adjustable, but you can switch them around. Word to come to me probably after video. But yeah, I've said it many times before. I'm gonna say it again. I'm excited to see this playoffs. I'm really excited to see, because then that's gonna lead into the next season, the storyline into the next season, and hopefully it's something that's good for the league, like the Clippers winning the title. Well, yeah, man, that's just my quick thoughts on coaches and Budenholdzer getting the axe today. He probably get him another job. Got him a title a couple of years ago, so he got some equity built. So that's all I gotta say about it right now. Grandpa